No, Mom, I can't talk right now. Don't you know it's Friday? I have a live show. Hi, Mom.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm actually
Good.
live right now. You're on
Oh,
speakerphone, so everybody can hear you.
oh. Hello, everybody.
And really, it's just YouTube, and I'm not even sure who's watching. We just did a 3-hour show, then went off the air. And just for shits and
Oh,
giggles, we went back on the air. And then you
oh,
called, so.
oh. I wish you had told me so I could have been on. I mean, not been on, but tuned in. Not been on.
Well, you're on now, so it works out well.
Oh, but it's just you and me, right?
Well, Walter is here, but he had to run off to the kitchen, so he'll be back. And then there's, you know, whoever is watching us live on YouTube.
Nope. But this says, can't do this now.
All right, then.
When can you call me?
Um, Probably tomorrow would be a good time. We've got to go shopping for tuxedos for David. Well, renting, but we got to go rent a tuxedo for David.
Okay, I need you to take some money out of the bank
All right.
and um, call Stacy Lane and let her know that you have it, so she can come after it.
Okay.
I'm floating alone.
Gotcha.
So she's already called to see if Josh hasn't called me yet. And I said he hasn't called me yet, so he doesn't know to call you.
Nope. Josh has been here doing his Friday thing. Same
Okay,
thing he does every Friday night.
but I don't remember. And I
I
think,
know.
well,
Just giving
maybe
you
he'll
trouble.
tell me one of these days ahead of time, so I can listen in.
Well, if it'll make you feel any better, I'll be back on Dave Glover on the 1st of May.
You're going back to Dave Glover?
Yeah. They're doing Paranormal
Okay.
Wednesdays now, so I'll be back on there on May 1st. I don't know if it'll be on again after that, but at least one more time.
Wow. What time?
5:20 Central is what time the
That's
spot is scheduled for.
that's me. I'm Central.
Yep.
Okay, I'm still.
You're still at
But
work?
yeah, it's 5:20. Yes,
Oh, I thought you
I'll
meant
get on.
now. What the hell are you doing at work now, Mom? It's
Oh
Friday and it's 20 minutes after 8.
no, it's
There's
Saturday. Oh
nobody
no,
at the
it's not
school now.
Saturday. Shoot. Um, if you, I need you to take out
Mom,
800.
hey, Mom,
Hmm.
we can just talk about this later because I am still streaming live on YouTube, so we could just discuss
Okay,
this later.
all right.
Oh, are we live?
Just
We
call
are
me.
live.
What did we do? We went live again. Hi, everybody.
All right,
We
Mama.
almost come.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Hi,
Love you too.
Mom.
Bye. Mom couldn't hear you. She could only hear me, but I made sure she understood she was live.
Okay,
Didn't
cool.
I told you we were going to go back live, didn't I?
I didn't hear it. Maybe you
Oh,
did. Well, shoot, we had to get somebody on here. We should have a show like we do. No, we need to get home.
there's Brian
Dave
Gasket in chat.
McLeod, first, second, and third, it looks like.
Brian just did a show himself.
Really?
He did.
What's up, Brian?
Lawrence LW crap. Hey Brian, why don't you link your show in the
I'm
chat?
trying to get over to the channel right now, even as we speak. I'm gonna let you handle that while I just lost our show because I went to his show. Did you even know that you were part of the show?
Hey Trav, I will shoot you a link over there in Skype.
It's just, what am I looking at? Where did he go live from? Not his channel, apparently.
No, not from his channel.
It's Facebook or something? Or Discord?
He's got,
other ways?
you know what? I've got an
How'd you do it,
internet
Brian?
connection. Let me copy this.
I'm going to be your first subscriber. first.
Let me come here.
That's how you do it.
Let me get Travis linked in. Probably to the Red Hen Radio is where I'll send it.
I know that dude. Ace was trying to get a link earlier. He may really want to come on for a minute. Let me get back to the show. I've already subscribed to Brian's channel first. Thank you.
All right, let me pull up Facebook.
Psych. Wahoo in the house. We need to get Wahoo on here sometime too.
We do need to get Wahoo. We need to get Issa on here as well.
Does some great stuff. Yeah, I can't believe we haven't had Issa. It's been how long now? Forever ago. Wait, I went too far back. Now I'm in the old chat. Okay. Hi, everybody. We're live again. This is, I guess, what? The Infinite Fringe? No, that's not what this is. This is the,
That's somebody
what
else.
do we used to call it? Some kind of fringe thing. What do we call it?
It was a Flat Earth Friday Fringe cast where we
Fringe
were the
after party.
Fringe
After Fringe.
something.
The After Fringe. What is that?
What's going on, guys?
I know that dude. I know that trucking dude. You trucker, you. What's up, brother?
Trucking.
That's what's up. I like the view.
Yeah. Good show, guys. Oh, my word. What the hell?
Yeah,
Such
I'm
a
still
good
trying to
show.
unpack it all. My
I know,
brain.
man. I got to unpack shit every single day. Absolutely just an amazing experience all around.
So, sorry, I got to step in here right here. Lawrence Ross, Waterhead Show, LRWS, over on, is that TF52.com? Radio Chaos, KAOS, radiochaos.net, and the No Name Network.net. It is the Lawrence Ross Waterhead Show. I'm friends with Lawrence and with Brian, who's often a co-host over there. I know I've been invited over there, but as you can see, there's a bit of a conflict with the timing, but I may have to bail out here on one of our shows just so I can head on over there.
Yeah. I may have to bail early next Friday to go be on the Paranormal Radio.
I saw that.
Paranormal Castle to wrap up our trilogy over there.
What are you calling the third one?
I don't even remember. The Flattening,
The
I think.
Flattening.
FEH3. The Flattening. But man, I had a blast. We've been hanging out with Mike, knowing him since, again, before Iron Realm was even a thing. He was trying to figure out what to do with the show and his thought processes and his love of AM coast to coast. And so he took it in his direction, which I love, with the whole castle theme, the monster movie theme. They do some really out there research, those guys. I wonder if any of them have dug in. That's what I can't wait to find out Friday, is if any of them have dug any more into the flat earth since I was on last.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see. I bet you they'd have to have at this point. I mean, to have discussed it once.
Yeah, sure, it's been hitting them hard.
And
That's
then
probably why
hearing it and having it be so in everybody's face that surely.
Apparently there's a Facebook group too, or a Facebook page Brian has going on. Hey, Karen B's got a Flat Earth Discord, if you didn't know. I put the link in the show description. Is it still in there in this one?
I believe
it is. It's right there in the description for this show. Look at that. As well as the show this morning from TFR and the link to Crow's tweet about the premiere this weekend. What else? What is this? I know it's probably the movie, huh? I don't know. My computer is too full of things. Yes, this was from the Plain Truth documentary. That link is also in the description.
Yeah, I could I could talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, would you?
Documentary.
Please, sir.
Yeah. So supposedly Shelly, she's got her YouTube channel is supposedly Shelly Down the Rabbit Hole, and she also is a part of the Flat Earth Live Radio, I think, flatearthradioLive.com. She was at the Denver conference with Mark Hollander, and Mark Hollander was just recently over there in Louisiana to the launch train shoot. And so she just got a bee in her bonnet to come up with something of a documentary to answer behind the curve Logan Paul. And so she's basically spearheaded this idea. She started a Facebook group that she called Baldfaced Lie, and I think there's probably like 101 members in there. I know at least Josh. I think I dragged you in there just to take care of it. But it's a collaboration of the grassroots, just people contributing their time, their talents. Shelly was telling me that just yesterday she talked to a Flat Earth film producer, editor. He's all of in one. He's got equipment. So it just seems like a lot of stuff that she's trying to do is just falling in place. And, she's got a Flat Earth pilot. She has a Flat Earth physicist that's a grad from West Point. So she's trying to accumulate as many field experience or field experts as possible. And I think it's going to be a very interesting opportunity. Her excitement is very infectious. So look forward to seeing what's going to happen. So she's thinking it'll take about a year for the thing to come together. She wants to try to get I think something of a trailer by September conference.
Well, I saw a notice. I saw a notification that they were filming at the laser test that was going on over in Lake Pontchartrain recently. Or is she close to Louisiana, or are they close to Louisiana? Whoever's doing the movie, or
are you talking to me right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I drop out at all because all of a sudden you started talking? So I didn't know if I had dropped out.
It's like it's spotty. I'm trying not to talk over you, but I can't ever tell when I'm having trouble hearing you actually. So I'm trying not to speak over you.
Oh no, don't worry about it. I won't feel offended at all. I'm in the armpit of Delaware right now. I drop calls all the time on this corridor, so no worries. No, Shelly's out in California, and Mark Hollander was close. I don't know if I can't remember exactly where he's at. I think he's from the South originally, but he tried to head up a nice group of people at Lake Pontchartrain last weekend, I think it was.
Yes, yeah, it was when all the wind and weather hit, of course.
Yeah, that's when they said there was really bad in terms of the visibility and all of that kind of stuff. So, so Shelly's from California originally, and she's just got lots and lots of connections to get
Well, that's amazing.
Away. Yeah, so it'll be really interesting to see how this turns out. But, at least conceptually, I think it's going to be very, very good, very positive.
So what do you think the chances we could get Shelly on maybe a Have No Sphere, or maybe over there on Ironworks?
No trouble at all. She would be absolutely delighted.
That would be brilliant.
She was on, somebody had her on Facebook. They did a live stream on Facebook. I think she was on Brendan Daly's show with, you know who Brendan Daly is?
Oh yeah, we've had Brendan on a couple times.
Oh yeah, I love Brendan.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So yeah, she'd be more than happy. I'll tell her because I let her know that I put the link in last week for Walt to share, and I sent her the link. And she was very excited about that. So it will be absolutely no problem. I'll contact her soon. Talk to you guys.
Yeah, that would be excellent. I didn't want to just
jump
into her room and I don't know.
Oh no, she's totally low key. She's very low key.
Sweet. Yeah, that'd be super exciting. I'd love to hear some of the stuff that they've got going on. Exactly how far this is going to go.
Yeah, you'll have no trouble getting the excitement from her. She's very excited.
Excuse me. Well, definitely just send her our way for sure, man. And any offer of help that I can do, any little bit of way editing or not, just anything, man.
Yeah.
I'm always there to help anybody do anything I can to get something out, because it's definitely not an easy undertaking ever when you start digging into all kind of footage and clips and it gets unsurmountable sometimes.
Well, I can probably throw something at you that would be a possibility. And that would be I contacted Chris Van Mitri about contributing some of his son work, but I don't know if that would be something that you would be put into to see what you,
Absolutely. We have an in with Chris for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, we can just look at something that'll be a short little piece that we can put into it as a montage. It's just to be, because I think she wanted to maybe do something with the moon, with the sun. She was going to try to collaborate with Dave Marsh on the moon, and I thought of Chris right away for the sun. So that'd be fantastic.
So much exciting stuff happening all over the place.
Yeah.
And when you think back to when this thing began and we were all scrabbling around trying to look for any little nugget of information to give us a little bit of a clue about what the hell might be going on, it's so good to see just a literal overabundance of people trying to work this thing out. It's so good. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I think there's lots of good stuff ahead.
Yep. So I'm going to be heading back out to California next week and just shooting the entire time on the beach. This stuff, I don't know if you guys have seen any of the lighthouse and the oil rig stuff that I've got there, but it's just really, really interesting footage that I think.
Man, I forgot about Ace. We got to get Ace in here. Let me do this.
Remember that list of numbers I had?
Talking to me?
We are on Zoom. I'll find you.
We're on Zoom right now, Ace. I'm trying to figure it out to get to you. Where do I have Ace? I know I've got him. Is it on Skype I have? Where do I have?
I think how best to do this.
Don't have Ace on there. Where do I think I know I have him somewhere? In one of these group chats we were in, I thought maybe thinking incorrectly. Yeah, maybe it's Travis I'm thinking about while we're talking to him all this time. Hell, I don't know.
Ace, it'll be on the phone. You shouldn't need to download Zoom. I should have it all set up. It'll just be a call-in number. I just got to figure out how best to pull it up. Use Skype, I reckon.
Marilyn, welcome.
Nice. Man, I can't find you. Are you on this, Josh? I give up. I can't find Ace anywhere.
Yeah, I think I got a number for him. I think this would be a East Coast number, but it should still work. Pretty sure Zach used one of these when he called in earlier. I'm just going to pop it right into the live chat. I don't give a shit.
Cool. We're getting sniped.
Can't snipe us here, bitches. Of course, I'd be afraid to find out what they probably could do.
Right. And there's nobody here anyway. How many we got? Oh, look, he's. I just got back to the chat. Ace saying the same thing. Nobody's watching anyway. So yeah, 4 people. Whoever you are, thank you. We did a little psych. It's
Hangouts.
over.
That's probably where it was.
Psych.
Forgot all about that place.
Oh, Hangouts. Of course, that's where it was. Oh, God. Imagine all the people we used to talk to there we never talk to anymore.
Right?
That's where we used to talk to Candy and that crew all the time.
Espinazely,
That's where we
she
used to
was
talk
over
to
there.
Karen and that crew all the time. Man, we got to get that back on somewhere. Because we're not, we're just because we ran away from Hangouts, that doesn't mean everybody else did. Yep, I guarantee that's where.
Does Zoom have a free option, or is it just a paid subscription?
It has a free option. Most of the your calls, like we do, are going to be limited to 40 minutes on the free version.
And I don't think you have all the bells and whistles on the free version, do you?
I don't know.
I never played with it free.
I didn't
But
either.
I know it's probably limited for sure because of just like anything else. You get the goodies when you pay for them. Karen B is watching. That's what I know. I see her chatting with us.
She's saying you need to download Zoom, but I thought I had it set up to access through the browser, so you shouldn't need to download it just for that
I could
reason.
do it that way or have it. I have it on the computer, but sometimes I forget which link to click to link. And I go to the other one. Oh man, this is getting complicated, Josh. I can't do it all or any of it. Actually, I gave up. You just have to do it.
Nope, no problem.
I'm going to say I'm not for sure. Where did I put? Uh-oh, what did I just do? I think I just hit something on Skype. I did. My God, who am I calling? Trying to close something. Oh, good, nobody's around. Too many tabs. Okay, I give up. I'm out of there. I got to get back to this page and the call, or I'll just be lost. Wow, 7 people watching. We have to actually start acting like we're doing something here.
No. No thanks. We've already did that. We did that. We did it for 3 hours. We just did a show, 3-hour show, doing stuff.
We did that 2 hours this morning. Yeah, you're right. We did enough acting right. It's time to act up. I've got too many tabs. What is this one? Oh, the Flat Earth 24/7 Discord. That's what that is. Hello, everyone there in the Flat Earth Discord. All right, am I in there? Do I have to keep it open? What have I got to do? All right. I don't
know. Oh, see, look. Here he is.
There he is.
There's Ace. How's it going, Ace?
Wow, technology for the win. What's up, y'all?
What's happening?
Is up?
That was freaking easy.
I was gonna say it should be. I've tried to set it up as much as I possibly could to make guesting fucking easy.
That is the greatest. Yeah, that's way better than just doing it on Hangouts or Skype. It works just like a phone call.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah. And man, good show today.
Thank you, sir. Sure. You had a lot of input there in chat that I could not get to because I was so wrapped up in the call.
Oh yeah, the one so the only thing that really blew my mind was because I was driving. I went and got a 2-hour massage today. So, hard day of work. But I was driving home, and I swear I heard Cammie say something about she had something inside of her hologram projector that had heat, for instance, and that the hologram itself was producing the effect of the heat. And then y'all said, well, what about like an ice cube? And she said she hadn't tried it. But then the conversation just blew right past that. I was like, wait a minute. That's too important to not talk about. So, yeah.
We got
Good
back
stuff,
on it
though.
a couple of times, though. The fact that that would be something to test that either, see, I was at that point playing catch up on chat. That's why I saw your question. So I really did not hear what she was saying because I was dividing my attention. That's why I was like, whatever your last point was when she asked what she needed to clarify, because I did not know what you wanted. And then you
Yeah.
started putting it in
Yeah. And
chat. Then you were in a bad signal area and it just got all spun out.
yeah. And plus the chat, you have to think there's that delay too. So you're on to the next point.
Mhm,
And then when you
mhm.
read that, you're like, oh, so yeah. But all good. Yeah, I didn't know. I guess from the sound of it, she has tested something along those lines and did notice some kind of an effect.
That was
Well,
the
I mean, if
impression
this
I
thing
got.
is actually being able to be affected by a light source shining onto the hologram and
Oh,
not a
that too.
source, that alone is enough to break a mind.
I didn't know that was such a thing. I didn't know you could interact with a hologram like that, because it's that kind of a hologram is literally just more like an optical illusion.
Right.
Like some of these.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
not even there.
Like,
It's not even there. It's like, oh my God.
yeah, I was researching holograms a while back, and there's like, man, they've got 20 different technologies to produce holograms nowadays. And like some of them are actually tactile, you can actually touch them. But yeah, that's almost more along the lines of just like an optical illusion. So I couldn't imagine how you can interact with it. That's just, that is wild. So yeah, the sun and the moon, they could be in a totally different spot, just projecting down to where we are, and they could still interact with each other. It's kind of revelatory, if you ask me.
It is this idea of an analog projector. Yeah. Because if, again, back to the whole simuluminescence, if we're on the inside of a bubble, I mean, this is something I wanted to ask Cammy if we could get like maybe a one-way glass and start stacking them like Russian nesting dolls and start varying the sizes or varying the hole in the top. How many different ways we could just start altering this and bouncing that light around and back out the top.
Yeah. Have y'all seen, speaking of that, another little evidence of the dome there, and I have it saved as a GIF, actually, in Discord. All people are like, well, how could the sun light up, a bigger part of the south area and not the north? Somebody actually did a physical real life experiment where they had, a little AE map, and then they put a glass dome over it, and they're just taking a little pen light and they're moving it around to like simulate the sun going around. And depending on how high or low they have the pen light, it perfectly casts light exactly how it looks on the AE map. You know how it in Australia's summer, right? You know how on an AE map it looks like the light kind of like making a crescent shape wrapping around the edges.
Right.
And then in the summer for the US, it looks like there's 24-hour light in the north and very little light in the south. They actually reproduced that perfectly just with a quick, simple little physical model. So there's a lot at play here. And then someone brought up the EQ mount stuff earlier. And one thing I have to add about that I don't really hear a lot of people mentioning is that the Globers always want to claim refraction, right? That's why we're seeing things so far away. Or they say that's why a Selenelian eclipse happened, because it's like being kind of like refracted and lifted up. If that's the case, then an EQ mount wouldn't work on a globe, because it's not taking into account any kind of refraction at that point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But anyways, yeah.
I just want to couple quick shout
I'm
outs
playing.
to
Right.
Dan,
You saw it. Go ahead.
Flat Earth
Yeah.
Subgenius in chat. Want a quick shout out. And then Brian Gaska had to forget the chicken and hop back in chat saying he sent Lawrence Ross a text letting us let him know that we put the show over and wants to play some audio over next week's show. And I thought that'd be awesome. So you let Lawrence know he can do whatever the hell he wants to do.
Absolutely. Thank
In the
you, man. We
audio we've
appreciate
got.
it, Brian.
That's what's up. So he's gonna take the show and chop it up or something.
That little segment where we were talking about Brian being on his show and just, as Brian puts it, putting the show over. Yeah, he's gonna just take it and play it back on his show. Things that I wish we could do here, but none of us have enough free time to go through and edit and cut and paste and all that good stuff.
That's
It's
the
really-
big one, man.
It's daunting when you sit down in front of a 5-hour show and start trying to break it apart. Yes, it is.
Yeah, luckily we got people for that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
You
We
got
don't.
to the mute button before I did.
That'd be real nice to have people for that. We got people that watch back. It's not like John Savage couldn't just timestamp all the good stuff as he listens back, because he listens back every week and just like,
Right.
ooh, that was good from hour 1:32 minutes and
Right, we're gonna
57
get him.
seconds.
We're going to train him. We'll have him trained.
A
Wait.
4-minute bite that would be really good clip. 2 timestamps, start and finish. That's all you got to do. Send them to me. Then I can go through and I'll download the MP3 and I'll go ahead and edit and pull it all out. I just don't have the time to sit through and listen to it all again.
Right. But when you do 13 or whatever hours a week, going back through it is a little time consuming. And I do that occasionally when I put one of our TFR shows up as a video, because I have to sit there and put some type of viewable material for it to go onto YouTube. So I'm either taking pictures and trying to sync them up to what's going on, or just abandon that because it just gets tedious and just start throwing generic pictures up. But it's still 2 hours of time of me going back through each show. So add that to another 6 here, it gets, it definitely is a lot.
Brian in chat says that Lawrence has the time to go back through and check through all the shows. And I don't believe it. I think Lawrence is busy studying for Jeopardy. He does a lot of Jeopardy stuff. That cat is smart as fuck. And practicing impressions too. He does some awesome impressions. Speaking of which, Dave Glover today had one of his personal friends on, who is this guy named Craig Gass, which, if you guys are familiar at all with the comedian scene, he does some awesome impressions. I think he was one of those. I think his family, was all deaf. His mom, his dad, and his sister, and he was the only one that could hear. And this is all from memory. I've heard this back on Howard Stern's show way back once upon a time, back when he was doing impressions on there. And that's how he grew up, was just sitting in front of the television, basically in a silent house, talking to himself, but trying to get all these voices and impressions down pat. And boy, he did a great job. So yeah, Lawrence Ross does some awesome impressions as well. Over there on Facebook, he'll just go through and he will do Jeopardy and just answer Jeopardy questions. It's really good stuff. He's actually on Twitter, believe it or not, at Blind Lawrence. Walt, were you ever a fan of BTLS, Bubba the Love Sponge?
I had we carried at one point I worked for an industry. We carried a few of his tapes. Let's just say that.
But yeah, Blind Lawrence was a maybe not a regular, but is well known amongst that crowd. So yeah, at LRWS Waterhead and at Blind Lawrence on Twitter. Good stuff. RASRadiolive.com. RadioChaos.net. We'll just put him over for the next 3 hours. I don't give a fuck. Although, I think Dixie is
That was a
starting
hell of a plug.
to insist I go up and eat some dinner at some point.
Yeah, I keep waiting. That's what I was just checking. I have catch up. I just did on about 3 texts that is now going to invoke more, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we might as well go ahead and finish off. Ace, what the hell you been up to? What the hell you got going on? Got you here. I don't want to just abandon you. We don't get to talk to you. We only talked to you even once. This is the second time probably ever we've got to talk to you live and in person.
Yeah. I'm just chilling, man.
Just
I don't
working.
know. Life is good, you know?
That's what I like to hear.
Yes, sir.
I was talking to my wife the other day, telling her I'm not quite sure if I'm very empathic and I've just got, some narcissistic tendencies, or if I'm just a complete fucking narcissist with the occasional empathic tendencies. I have yet to decide, but I'm somewhere on that spectrum.
About what?
So, but I'm somewhere along that spectrum. About
Yeah.
what? Just
No,
in life in general.
I hear you. Because I used to, yeah, I was one of those, like, I still am, but, like, very empathic. And I'd always be worrying about other people or what they thought or, all these things. And, man, it took a bunch of introspection and all these other things and spiritual awakening, blah, 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 whatever. But, yeah, now it's almost like some people might even see me as like a narcissist or a psychopath, but I'm like completely not. But yeah, that's something you got to learn is to not take on other people's shit,
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very hard lesson to learn, especially if you're an empath, That doesn't mean you're not compassionate or, care, especially when the time's right. But I think a lot of us, and it seems like FE is full of these kind of people. But yeah, you do. I don't know. It's like an open gate, and you almost need a bouncer.
That's exactly right. But you're right. It does seem that Flat Earth seems to have some very empathic people in it, and I think that's probably just because they're used to following their gut. They know that resonance of
intuitive.
truth.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's absolutely.
I think they go hand in hand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Sorry it took so long to get you back on here, but I'm gonna have to hop off here and go grab some dinner. I just wanted to live stream a little after show stuff.
Good chatting with
And
you
man,
again.
come hang out with us and spend some time. Yeah, when we have more time, or come hang out in the morning with us on TFR for sure.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that could be an option too. It's 4 a.m.
Central Time,
right? Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Oh, so that would be 3 a.m. my time in Colorado.
Correct.
Yeah, I was about to say, where are you? And I will tell you. There you are.
Yeah.
So 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
Oh, I'm in the mecca of Flat Earth Awakening. Literally, like Colorado. Like, I mean, I hang out with ODD, Bob, Cam.
That's what's up, man. That's awesome.
Look at you dropping names.
Right? Hell yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, my homie ODD,
We need to get him back on here.
I saw he's been putting up a lot of stuff lately, and as I'm even trying to play catch up, he put up a video yesterday that's already been pulled, and I missed it completely, so I don't even know what it was.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we need to get him back on here
already in the new stuff, whatever he's putting out. So they're already on him.
And 33 also.
Right.
He doesn't get a lot of love. Acquired taste or something.
I used to love him back in the day all the time. Everything he would put out, I would watch. We had him on the show. It was a great show. And then he just kind of faded away not long after his TV appearance. And I don't know.
Yeah, and he's like one of those people, but yeah, he's willing to no one can guarantee you come on the show. 100%. Absolutely. For sure. He's about it. But I don't know. I think, he's got that in his mind. Like, maybe he feels a little rejected because, he's doing good work, man, and getting people and spirituality, and there's more to the gold on hardwood world, right? And even modern science, 99.9 vacuum and atoms don't touch and all this kind of crap. It's almost like a metaphor for what's really going on. Like everything's a hologram in a way, you know, or just energy manifesting, or maybe just consciousness manifesting, like a dream. Like, how do you know in a dream, you know, I can pick up a toaster, I can take it apart, and I see that it's made of all these little metal parts, right? And I plug it into the wall and it's running on electricity. Well, what are those metal parts and what exactly is that electricity that's making it work, right? Kind of like where we are now. Like, even science doesn't really know what electricity is. So
That's a great
I don't
point.
know.
That's a great point.
Fun to think about.
That's
Yeah.
really, yeah. If you're having it,
And just the right sun flare is going to stop all that electricity, by the way.
yeah.
I don't know. Y'all know that Brian Austin Lambert guy?
Yeah, the plasma.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he just put out another video recently. I'm still subscribed. I can't look away. It's like a train wreck. But yeah, he's all like matter of fact. Yeah, for 7 days, like you need a rope because you're going to get sucked up into the air, and don't have anything metal because you're going to get electrocuted. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know about all that, man. I think everything's just how it is, and it's good. I don't think this end of the world should come in. I think it's always been the end of the world. Like everyone throughout history has always kind of thought,
Yep.
like the end of the world is like right around the corner. But I mean, come on, it's just a show that the people are putting on. I don't think it's that bad. If you think it's that bad, then that means you're inside too much, looking at conspiracy videos and watching the news. Like, just go outside into real life, and you'll see it's great. So that's all I gotta say. If y'all want to round it out or whatever.
Yeah, I reckon we ought to.
Yeah, we better. Before I do, I see the text is already lit up over here. So before I get fussed, I guess we better wrap this up.
Yeah, let's.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks for calling
thanks
in.
for having me.
Yeah,
no problem.
I mean, other than what here on YouTube, where can people hang out? And are you even on Twitter with us? I don't think you are you?
No, I don't even know if I still have Twitter. I don't. You know, I don't do that. Facebook took my account because it was named Atom Bomb, ATOMBOMB, and that was fine forever until I was on a panel one day, and I told someone my Facebook name, even though I never use it, never use it. Next thing you know, a week later, Facebook is asking for my ID. So a troll flagged me. Literally, it even said that someone said that you're not using your real name. I was like, you bastard. Yeah, I'll have to tell you about it later, but I've had weird moments where I thought I was being targeted, like with a cop on my street pulled me over and said my name as she was walking in my car.
Wow.
Stuff like, yeah, right after I became a truther and vocal on the internet.
Yes,
Yeah.
Apparently Skype was answering for
these
me
trolls, man. Yeah, but no, Ace McCloud, just my YouTube channel, and I'm on Discord a lot, and I'm not on YouTube, so those two places.
There we go. The link for the Discord is right here in the description for this show.
I check my email like once every couple of weeks, and it's not a space agency at Gmail, like NADA, like not a, NADA, like NASA. But yeah, anyway.
Nice.
Cool. Thanks, Fest.
Awesome. Thanks, Ace.
All righty.
Yeah.
And did we lose Travis in driving? I figure we did.
Yeah.
Travis got here. Yeah. Well, thank you for calling, Travis. We appreciate it, man, as always. And we appreciate the hookup with Shelly. I can't wait to talk to her. I'm excited for that. I hope it blows up. That's kind of one of my dreams, is to get something like that out there too. So the fact that it's happening is exciting.
Yeah. A lot of potential there.
All right. We said goodbye once, Josh. We just can't leave each other alone. All right, damn it.
Well,
Go
that
away.
was it. We were
Leave
just
me
sitting here
alone. Let me go to
talking, and I said,
freaking-
"Fuck, why don't we just go live?"
No, we were just shooting the shit. So, well, it was good you were off today, sir. You had a nice, relaxed day. I'm glad to see that. You deserve it. You're working your ass off in live credits and here for us. So, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody on the Iron Rim team. Thank you, Cammie. Oh my God, thank you, Karen. Sorry you couldn't be here, DD. Somebody. Oh, Mike. Sorry you couldn't be here. That it? I missed anybody else? I don't think I have. If I missed you, I still love you. You know that, right?
We love you no matter what. All right, I suppose we can get the fuck out of here.
All righty.
Here's a message of importance to millions of people who are continually pale and washed out, weak and run down. Doctors will tell you that these conditions are often caused by a deficiency of iron. The iron you need to keep you physically fit and mentally alert. Medical studies show that 2 out of 3 women and many, many men lack the daily iron your body requires in a form your body can easily use and put to work. Every dose gives you more than your daily minimum iron requirement.
We are awake, we are aware, we are not alone. We are striving for more.
So if you're not getting the iron your body needs,
We are awake, we are aware, we are not alone.
if you feel weak, run down, and are easily upset,
We are striving for more.
start taking iron
Iron Rim Media.
today.